Hello, hello, hello. How are y'all doing? Wait just a moment for some people to get in here, as well as so I can pull the chat up on my phone. Today we have a very special deck. It's going to be a port from Standard, and I got this from none other than Mining Modern, with uh Corbin Hostler. Really great show. This deck is both very budget, so it's very friendly for new players in modern, as far as like a modern deck that you can actually win games with, but it's still super duper budget. Like, there's no card in this deck that's over $4, I think. Yeah. Oh, I lied. Relic is over $4 right now, and that's just the market price, so you can probably find some for cheaper. Anyway, super duper cool deck. It's a port from the standard deck, Mono Blue Tempo, but we get some modern upgrades. So let's take a look and see what modern is doing that standard cannot. So, thing number one is dashboard. Can't wait to see you guys in. So I have Mausoleum Wanderer as our first upgraded creature. Normally, this is the 1-mana 1/1 unblockable creature, but this Mausoleum Wanderer gets to protect either a Pteramander or Siren Storm Tamer, or another Mausoleum Wanderer with a Curious Obsession on it. And they do get bigger with other Mausoleum Wanderers entering the battlefield, or with a Curious Obsession, which is nice. Also, hello out there. If you guys can please leave something in the chat for me as to how the quality of the stream is. I know we have been having some quality issues over the last couple streams due to settings with OBS and me trying to both record and stream at the same time. So if you would please leave a comment down in the chat, be very much obliged. Anyway, we are talking about Mono Blue Tempo. We just got done talking about how Mausoleum Wanderer is able to protect our other 1-drops, specifically our creatures that are holding a Curious Obsession. Ideally, we'll be protecting either a Pteramander, well, ideally a Pteramander, but we also have Siren Storm Chaser, which is not a bad creature to protect, but this can also protect our Pteramander or a Mausoleum Wanderer holding a Curious Obsession, all depending on the matchup. Let's see. So to enable our Pteramander, which is a 1-mana flying 1/1 with the ability Adapt 4 for 8. But this ability costs 1 less to activate for each instant and sorcery in our graveyard. You gotta be playing a bunch of instants and sorceries. So we're playing Spell Pierce, Vapor Snag, Peek, Opt, and Dive Down in our 1-mana slot for instants and sorceries. All of these fall into 2 categories. They're either protection, or they're they're either protection, or they are cantrips, like Opt and Peek. Peek can better inform how we want to go about protecting our things and when to play them. Merfolk Trickster, also to help us tap down blockers, get some tempo, get some pesky like abilities out of the way. Mana Leak is also for protection in our 2-drop slots. Then we also have a Smuggler's Copter because we have a whole bunch of X1s, and turning it into effectively a 3/3 that loots seems pretty good. Then we are playing some Tempest Djinns, which from standard you'll know is a pretty powerful card. Modern, it's a little bit worse because, you know, there's not a lot of time to play a lot of islands necessarily. Well, it's not necessarily a lot of time to play a lot of islands, but that'll be fine. Hopefully this will be a 4/4 for 3, or possibly a 5/4 for 3, and that's pretty reasonable, I think, in blue. One of Dismember in the main. And moving on over to the sideboard, we got an extra pair of Spell Pierces, pair of Echoing Truths, some Negates, whole bunch of Spreading Seas, because Tron. And then Pair Deprives. Some Relic of Progenesis for Graveyard Hate, and a Dismember. So, moving on from the deck tech of Mono Blue Tempo, we're going to get into some matches with Mono Blue Tempo. We're going to see what happens in the tournament practice room, seeing what to do. This is a super sweet port of a standard deck that just got a whole bunch of placings in the most recent GP or Mythic Championship or whatever they're calling it now. I'm sure Mythic's in the name, but something like that. All right, so this hand is really, really, really close. If I knew a land was on top, I'd keep this hand 100%. One draw. Player in the draw. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm going to keep this because we're on the draw, and we get 2 draws at a land. Ooh, playing against Merfolk, I think. Or fairies or something. Oh, nice. Like a professional, we just ripped the land. This is what you clearly are here for. You're welcome. I'm going to play this Mausoleum Wanderer out because I'm careless about it. I am 100% convinced that my opponent is on... Oh. Humans? Alright, this is weird. They're taking our Mana Leak, probably? Kind of obnoxious, actually. Yep, takes our Mana Leak. Alright. Salamander. We're not going to attack into the 1/2 flyer with our 1/1 flyer. Alright. So, we have here... So we have Dive Down for protection for either of our creatures, but we're mostly caring about our Pteramander. I'm going to try to get some instants and sorceries in our graveyard. Opt is going to help us do that. Hopefully also find a land for Tempest Djinn. See what happens. I don't know what our opponent's doing. I'm just going to take 2. Okay. So they're black-red something. Playing Mutavault as a creature land. I don't think I want another Dive Down. Vapor Snag is not bad. Land off the top. Land. Oh, we are true professionals on this stream. Nothing but professionals. Wow, I'm just so good at this game. Yeah. I'll race your Mutavault, friend. I'll Mana Leak your Kiteseal. So currently our Pteramander is 5 to activate. Another Pteramander. Do I play Tempest Djinn here? I think I do, just to increase our clock. Because our opponent's not really doing anything. And we have a Mausoleum Wanderer for now. So, if you guys can, please leave a comment in the chat about the audio and visual quality. I know that I've been having some issues in the past, so if you can just leave a comment in the chat and let me know. I'd love to fix them for you guys. Alright, so our opponent is playing humans. They're playing a black-red version, possibly, maybe. I don't know. Black-red humans. Tithe Taker. Okay, cool. Deal. Is that it? Okay. So I'm gonna play out Terramander here, and I'm probably gonna block and dive. Yeah, I'm gonna block and dive down their creature. Hopefully, either way, it's gonna get an instant in the graveyard and get us closer to flooping these Paramanders into 5/5s and make them real threats. Because I can floop one here, hopefully get a thing. Like they're gonna get a 1/1, but I don't really care that much. I don't think. What does our opponent do? Hopefully we don't get Damnation. I'll be really sad if we get Damnation here. Awesome. Thanks, Epic Legends. Oh, man. I was really worried about that stream quality. Thank you very much for that comment. Anyway, so this deck is actually like super duper cheap if you're looking to get into Modern. None of the cards except for Relic of Progenitus at market price are above $4. So if you want to get started, this is a cheap and pretty decent deck to get into. Ooh, exciting. This is why they're playing humans in black and red. So Judith is another standard card. You want to trade the Terramander. Get something. Probably not. Because this Judith can ping our things, we probably don't want to do what we were going to do. Because this is going to kill our Terramander now. Mausoleum Wanderer number 2 isn't bad. Alright. Here we go. Trigger. Like, I don't know what our opponent is going to do here, because we have them, like, pretty close to dead. Like, if they have removal spell here, it gets effectively countered by dive down. I'm smashing for 5/7. I'll dive this down. I'm probably just gonna chump block with this Mausoleum Wanderer if I need to. I don't think our opponent can do anything here. But we'll see. I've so apparently this is Mardu humans. Personally, I'm gonna question their choice of Mutavault in their mana base, considering they're already a 3-color deck. That's likely gonna struggle to hit their colors unless they find Cavernous Souls, and I'm assuming unclaimed territories. I don't know how I feel about Mutavault in their deck. This is one of the cases where things like Tithe Taker is obnoxious. I will admit, though. I don't know why they're not just playing Thalia instead. Maybe for the 1/1 Afterlifer. But, like, I think Thalia is just the better card. And is also a human. And our opponent, well, they do have a formidable board, is notably on the back foot here because we have all these flying creatures, and we have lethal like a whole bunch of different ways, and that's what this deck is trying to do. Just kind of get our opponent, tempo him out. I don't know if that was our fault. All right, there we go. 6. I'll take 8. I'll take it. Yep. All right. Cool, cool. Do they have removal spells? Is that a plus? It is a plus. Falcon Wrath. Oh, I think that's still lethal, right? I have 4 flyers. Hold on. Am I missing something? Oh, okay, that's it. Yeah. That's obnoxious. Ideally, I would have liked to dive down. I think they realize that if they sacked this, they're gonna get the other thing they target dive down. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Nice. All right. Yeah, I don't. Jokey. Got him. All right. That's not very useful. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Actually, no, I get to dive down first and then 5. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. There we go. And then we'll see how we block. See how we block. How we block. All right. All right. Do. And Terramander's ability. All right. So with this, it won't die and will force them to sack their last token. This is gonna take 3. Oh. Yep. Yep. Cool. So now it's just down to what they have in hand. Hopefully, we just don't die. All we can hope for. Six. All right, that's it. They got us. All right. So, I think Dismember definitely comes in. Thrive. We may want to consider Spreading Seas because their mana base is going to be stretched. Negates aren't very good. Echoing Tree is very good. Spell Pierce isn't very good. So let's cut Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce is not great. Dive Down is only Vapor Snag's fine. Just gonna cut the peaks. Ah. Okay. There we go. Let's run it like this. Alright, cool. So we are going first, and this is kind of close. If we find a creature, would be okay, but this is a lot of lands. Probably too many. Alright, I'm happier with this. I will keep that on top, thank you. So next turn, I'm going to go Curious Obsession, hold up my protection spell, which is going to be nice. Champion of the Parish, deal. Right? So hopefully this will just run away with the game. Cool. That's effectively another counterspell, which is nice. Hopefully we draw another land soon. Because I think land would be perfect draw. Yeah, we're gonna dive down. A counterspell, bitch. Yeah, we'll take that toasty one. Land off the top? Like like a professional. We never didn't have it. We're so good at this game. I would love to draw a card from Curious Obsession. Ooh. Handy. Alright, and we're just gonna pass with this. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Kite sail my freebooter. Kite sail my freebooter. Alright, take 2 here. Okay. And want another land? Don't think so. Dismember. We dismember this kite sail to draw a card? That seems greedy. Let's see. Well, we have to attack, so we're definitely attacking with this. Are we attacking with this? Question. No, because we want to force them to block this if they have it. Alright. Love to draw a card. That was not as good, but that's fine. Yard. Let's see. Terramander on the table. And pass the turn. Here we can Desperation Dig if we need to. We can go... Okay, that's problem. Don't like that. dismember. Take a peek at your hand. Oh boy. They just need a land, like, really badly. Blood-soaked champion. Judith. Okay. Another land. Alright. Alright. They're representing a whole bunch of damage real fast here. This Terminator should be live. Ugh. That was not very good at all. Alright, so I'm gonna get in here. For a bunch. I'm leaving this back just in case you need to. Alright. Drawing another card. Drawing all these cards feels good. Smuggler's Copter, that's fine. We didn't want to play that this turn anyway. So they're dead in the air next turn, and we got there. Nice. Alright, so one more time against Humans deck. I think I like the way that we sideboarded. Wow. So if we get going right out the gates, we'll be pretty set. Otherwise, it looks like we are not going to be in a good place in this. I have a feeling that's how this deck is just going to operate in general. Oof. Alright. Considering we're on the draw. Because we have so much stuff to do on turn 1 and we have a dig spell. Alright, alright. I see your blood-soaked champion. Alright, Mausoleum Wanderer, go. See what you can do. See what you can do. So, blood-soaked champion camp locked. Alright. Cool. Like an off-brand human version of Gravecrawler. Right. See if they pay for it. No, they don't. What a choice. What a choice. Yeah. So, right now, I'm not too high. Wow. We're just, like, really good at getting lucky today, apparently. Oof. Alright. I think try to trickster something. So I'm gonna hold up this 2 mana, and we're either gonna deprive or Merfolk Trickster something. Deprived you. Wait. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. They have Cavern Souls. Alright, that was good. So, Mana Blue Tempo. There we go. If there's any deck that anybody would like to see in chat, just post it in the comments, and I'm more than willing to try and play it for you. If you want to see what decks that I have, just chat and after this match, we probably will look at possibly changing. Oh, any creature in this hand is so good. And, like, we have a Tempest Djinn. Noble Hierarch. Solves. I think we're gonna get to use our Mana Leak. Oh. What? If it's spirits, I just don't think that we can ever win. So I'm gonna try and hope it's not spirits and Mana Leak their next play. This could be a variety of things. Oh, this is Infect. Hopefully you don't get Spell Pierced. Yeah. Alright, so they don't have any removal. Alright, so I'm gonna go Mausoleum Wanderer, Salamander, and I can't play this Curious Obsession this turn, otherwise it'll fall off. So next turn, I can go double Curious Obsession, potentially be drawn 2 cards. Alrighty. Wild Defiance it is. Come in and attack for 2 with your Noble Hierarch. Get frisky with the noblest of hierarchs. Yep, getting frisky. Not blocking. So I think do is Curious Obsession. The question the question here is whether we want Curious Obsession on Pteramander or Mausoleum Wanderer. I think we want a second one on the Wanderer just so that we don't die on accident next turn. We kind of have a Mana Leak up. Still get to draw our 2 cards. Alright, that's it. I'm just... Alright. Big punt. Alright, trying again. Because in Arena, it won't let you do that. Fun facts, fun fact. Alrighty, so we're going to try this again. Get to go first. This is acceptable. Little land heavy, but we do have a cantrip, and we got a turn 1 creature. Play. If we just draw spells, we should be in good shape. If we don't draw spells, we'll be sad, but like... Then we have 2 protection spells if this Pteramander lives. There's actually an argument to be made that we maybe should have waited a turn, but also modern. Don't know what our opponent's playing. Hey. Search for tomorrow. Well, it's definitely not Infect. That much is free. Land is bad. That was a bad draw. End of their turn, we're gonna peek. I think they might be on a blue version of Scapeshift. Would be the only thing that I could think of. That'd be playing Breeding Pool and Search for Tomorrow. Okay. Misty Rainforest. Stomping Grounds. Now this is making me think even more so that that's the case. They're trying to play a control game. We are gonna spell pierce the shit out of that. Because spell pierce is gonna get real useless real quick. All right, let's take a peek. Oof, double space. Oh, that's really bad. Bad for us. All right. We're fine with this flame slash. They can flame slash or thing, whatever. But they do have another ramp spell, a land coming down next turn, um, a, another draw and escape shift. So we'll see. We'll see. Ooh, Curious Obsession. All right, all right. Now I feel slightly less bad. Curious Obsession. Do 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 do. Getting in for some damage. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't try to go for this Terramander last turn. I guess they're just being mana efficient. Could be a problem. All right. We'll probably peak opt next turn if they don't try to kill our boy. Yeah, cast your spell. Flame slash me, baby. To quote Jeff Hoogland. All right, mountain, which we knew. Flame slash. Up their hand. Boom. Got him. So we're probably gonna opt because we want to wait as long as we can to see what new cards they end up in their hand. That will give us the most information with our peak. Growth spiral. I'll be real sad if they can still kill the. Oh no, it has hexproof until the end of turn. All right, I'm good. Good. All right, we don't want another land. All right, Merfolk Trickster. Better than a land. Still not excessively amazing. All right, play a land. See if they try and kill it. If they try and kill it here, I'm going to respond with a peek. Shapeshifts, island. Then we adapt. A boom. Yeah. Ooh, baby. Look at my 6/6 boy who draws me a card. And I think that they are pretty likely dead here. Very lucky that we got him. Love to use Curious Obsessions. Drawn all lands, but that's okay. I think all their removal is damage based too, so I don't even think they have like outs to this. Like I don't think they have any hard removal spells. They're at 5. Escape shift me. Oh yeah. Alright. Spreading Seas. Probably not great because they're a blue version escape. They're not gonna really have copies of that on the battlefield. However, Gate Thrive. Probably. I may want to consider the spell pierces because there's probably going to be counter magic battles. What do I not want? Don't want dismember. Don't want. Um. I don't want help here. More than one more card that I want. One more card. That's Smuggler's Copter. It's low. All right, we'll run it again if we get. All right, we got our combo: Curious Obsession plus a flyer and protection for it. They're in the play this time, so they definitely have an advantage. Being on the play versus being on the draw, I think in this matchup is going to be huge. I thought I boarded you out. All right. Cool. So it looks like I didn't board out because I'm dumb and just have a whole bunch of cards in my deck. Yeah, I have no responses. Do with me as you wish, opponent. Another search for tomorrow. Oh boy. Ramping real hard here. Got me. Alright. So this is good news. This deprive means next turn we can go Curious Obsession and then hold up Deprive or Spell Pierce. Opponent goes to 1,000,005 mana. We're gonna Spell Pierce basically any other spell this turn. If we can. Untapped. What you doing, opponent? Obstinate Baloth. That's rude. This is kind of obnoxious. To be honest with you. They have an Obstinate Baloth. We have the option of countering it next time it comes down. Oh yeah. With second Deprive, we're definitely going to be countering that. Another Curious Obsession, because we're just so good at Magic the Gathering. Alright, what you got, opponent? Do something. Do something nasty. 2 more lands, and we are in Scapeshift territory, which is noteworthy. Sorry, I was muted there for a moment. Love to draw more cards. Always love to draw cards. Yes, more cards, please. Alright, second mate. Here we go, here we go. And let's see what happens. And we won. Sick. So that was Mono Blue Tempo. And what deck do we want to play next? Currently, right now, a whole bunch of people like Dredge as a deck because of the London Mulligan rule, which we'll talk about briefly here while we got some people listening. The London Mulligan is going to be a test in London at GP London or Magic Fest London or whatever the hell they're calling it, where you get to every single time you mulligan, you draw up to 7 cards, but after you draw those 7 cards, you put n number of cards on the bottom, where n is the number of times you mulliganed. So if you mulligan 1 time, you draw 7 cards and then put 1 card on the bottom. If you mulligan 2 times, you draw 7 cards and then put 2 on the bottom, and so on. So that will make low resource combo decks very good, because it will increase the odds of getting combinations of cards that allow you to go off. Like in Dredge, it will increase the odds of some sort of draw spell, plus a dredger or a way to get a dredger into the graveyard, plus lands, because this deck desperately needs 2 lands, otherwise it does not function at all. So we're going to take this into a match, see if the meta is already adjusted for it. Epic Legends, I'll play Boggles right after this match. And Boggles is actually another good one to consider playing. This hand is unkeepable. This hand is much better, but also not excellent. Keep with the Scry. This is where the London Mulligan will come in really handy. Like here, I can just put this on top. Am I in the play? I think I am. That's really awkward. I am on the play. All right. Well, this is unfortunate, but it's fine. We so desperately need this land that I'm just going to wait to try it. Oh, and we have to crack the fetch. Oh, man. This is kind of painful. We'll just fetch a mountain here, because I don't know what our opponent's on. We're on a creature deck, so they're probably going to try to put us on a fast clock. Because it is modern. Draw 3 cards here, see where we go. Not too terribly many places, unfortunately. Did get another land, though, so we get to get our Prized Amalgam and Bloodghast back next turn. I guess is a win. If we find a Dredger next turn, that's our probably best draw. Otherwise, if we Shriekhorn into a Dredger, that's our next best. Which we'll Shriekhorn ourselves right away, because we do have the mana for it. I guess Shriekhorn, like, finding 2 Dredgers is also pretty. Nice. Alright. Cool. Main board Graveyard Hating. Scavenging Ooze from our opponent. Good choice. Alright. Shriekhorn. Mail ourselves. Nothing we can really... Oh. Awful. Awful. The Cathartic Reunion. Please get me to some good stuff. I've gone through so many cards and there's no Dredgers. There they are. Of course we draw this too, but there's a Dredger, which is better than nothing, I suppose. Pop our graveyard out. That is so as we were seeing, we're seeing the downside to this deck is there is a fair bit of variance that plays into it, as well as it gets hated on really hard. Because right now we would have 5 power in play if it weren't for our opponent's Scavenging Ooze. We're gonna be hit for 4 instead. 5. Alright, I'm gonna give it another turn. If we have a really good dredge turn here, then I will consider continuing to play. Otherwise, probably not gonna be worth it. Selves. Bloodgat. Life from the Loam, you say? Alright, Dredge 3. Dredge 5. Dredge 5. Archimedes. Enters the battlefield. Alright, what else did we hit? Wow. I don't want to get rid of my dredgers right now. Unfortunate. I could dredge my Dakmor salvage, but oh no, I have a Stinkweed Imp. I'm dumb. I'm gonna keep dredging. Just keep dredging. Just keep dredging. Keep dredging, dredging, dredging. What do? We dredge, dredge. Oh, we like to dredge. Yay. Creeping chill you. I would love to drain my opponent for 3. Gladly play Dakmor salvage. Back. Alright, so we are definitely back in this game now. And that we got some friends from the bin to join us. Hello, Mr. Amalgam. Always yield to you. Hey. Do. Hopefully our opponent doesn't notice Scourge Devil. Nice juicy Stinkweed Imps in there for him. Plenty of Faithless Lootings. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. At the very least, next turn will be hopefully interesting. Alright, Stinkweed Imp, you got me. You got me, opponent. You got me. Yep. Don't know. Scourge Devil. Your opponent just doesn't read Scourge Devil. Bolted. Getting in for 7. 3. 7. I think this is fine. Gotta take it. Didn't pump again. Alright, so this is our last counter. Dredge 3 more. Nice, as you do. As you do. Nice. So let's see what our opponent does. So good at this game. Eat the Narcomoeba. Eat some prize amalgam. That's fine. Fine. Also resolve creeping chill. Well, thank you. Unearth. Let's get in for damage. Our opponent is counting. Stand by. Hey, awesome. Just didn't notice the Scourge Devil there. Alright, so we don't know what our opponent's playing, but definitely want to bring in some hatred for their permanents. They're playing Scavenging Oozes in the main, so I think these all look good. I think because we're not entirely sure, we're just going to bring in these. We know they have Scavenging Oozes. So it's time to start our trimming. Dark Blast. Bad. Scourge Devil seems against Graveyard Hate. Narcomoeba's probably bad. Bloodcast? Hold on it like that. So hopefully this will be one more game, and then we'll be on to Boggles. This hand is good. So here I'm only going to be discarding one of the Stinkweed Imps, I think. Oh yeah. Ugh, this is kind of awkward. Alright, discard one Stinkweed Imp, one Narcomoeba. Pass the turn. Reason why I'm discarding only one is because hopefully, if my graveyard does get like completely pooped down this turn, I still have the Stinkweed Imp in hand. Scavenging solves. That's gonna get lightning axed to shit. Trigger. Narcomoeba. So we have. Alright. Let's just. Choo. Alright. We're gonna find a black source and a green source with these respectively. Nice. Alright. Cool. So now we're gonna go to Boggles. Boggly. Do a quick little deck tech because it is a requested deck. It's pretty straightforward. We have hexproof creatures, i.e. Boggles in Slippery Boggle, Gladecover Scout. And then we have our honorary Boggle in Core Spirit Dancer. But what's important is they have hexproof. They're 1 mana. And they can be targeted with enchantments, which we're gonna slap a whole metric fuck ton on. Yeah. Our only interaction is 1 mainboard path, and then our huge ass creature that we're gonna make. Let's run it. Boggles. Here we go. This is also a relatively high variance deck, though it does have a lot of power to it. Love to play first. All right, we got a Boggle. Yeah, this is not a great hand, but hopefully we draw enchantments for our Boggles. Most of this deck is. Let's see if we get any turn one concessions. No covered mount. Ah, is dead. Add the most damage to the board by doing this. This is not the way the Boggles normally plays out. Usually these are enchantments. What in the world is our opponent doing? Okay. I think our opponent's on Scred Red. Yeah, Griffspoon paid off. Shoot up a Boggle with a Griffspoon. Get in for 4. Blood Moon. We cry. Should have fetched for basic. Forgot that Blood Moon exists. As a card. You're heavily punished by Blood Moon. Alright, let's see what our opponent's got. Anger of the Gods. Alright, cool. Got me game 1. Alrighty, Scred of Red, you say? Gaddock Teague is probably better than Leyline because their main win condition is they're going to be boarding out removal, and their main win condition is Planeswalkers that are 4 or more. So we're going to be boarding in Gaddock Teague to hopefully slow them down on that plan. All right, no Boggle Mulligan. Boggle Mulligan. This is going to be a theme throughout the evening. This deck clearly, yeah. All right, here we go. Go on land. So there we go. Turn 1 Boggle. Relic. Deal. Land. Nice. Here I'm going to fetch a forest because Blood Moon is a thing. Forest. It does kind of cut us off of our Daybreak Coronet, but we kind of far off anyway. Hopefully they boarded out the removal. I'm hoping that's exactly what they did, and now they have no answer to Gaddock Teague. Please have no answer for Gaddock Teague. One time. Mind Stone. Good deal. Good deal. Fighter Umbra. Get in for a couple points of damage. Deal. All right. We'll see. We'll see what our opponent does. Okay. So just lose the Gaddock and the enchantment. Fortunate. Ah. Alright. This Daybreak Cornet we can't enchant unless it's unless the creature has another aura attached to it, and that's why I'm not playing it. If any of you are wondering. It's not because I'm bad, I promise. Otherwise I would have just said screw it and get the second template earlier. Was is das. Okay. One turn to draw a single. Hey, alright. And the race is mine. Right? Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot it gives it vigilance. That's so good. Alright, here we go. Here's our boy. Can you fight our boy? No, you cannot fight our boy? How unfortunate. Fight our boy. Koth? That's not fun. Yup. Attack me. Ooh, baby. Action from white. Okay, first strike damage, gain another 5 life. Don't even think I'm gonna respect this Koth, to be honest. Spirit Mantle. And attack you. And I'm at 25, and they're at 3. I have a 6/6. See, it's build your own like mythic creature is this deck. So if you like slapping a whole bunch of stuff on a whole bunch of stuff, this deck may be for you. Hazoret. But Hazoret. Oh, hold on. They can't attack or block with it. Hello. Oh, and this has protection from creatures anyway. That's fine. This is a good game. Opponent, maybe? Question mark. Unless they can let me eat their land. Ooh. Ooh, for the rubbins. Here we go. Concede? Concede Ethereal Armor? Concession Ethereal Armor? Are we good? Oh, no. We could miss our attack step. That's fair. 11. First strike, lifelink, protection from creatures. What you got? Okay. Oof. Take 2 damage. Alrighty. Boggles, ladies and gentlemen. Boggles. Alright, let's move to sideboarding. I like how we sideboarded. We're very smart and tall and clearly. And this doesn't have a boggle in it, so we're gonna mulligan. And this has boggle in it, so we're gonna keep it. So we're gonna play Dryad Arbor because it's effectively a tap land. I would like this very much, thank you. Hopefully we don't get Blood Moon because that'll make me sad. I'm dumb. I shouldn't have played the Dryad Arbor. Forgot we were on the draw. Oh yeah, Epic Legend. You get some really interesting games with Boggles, and by interesting I mean very linear. Got me. Surprised they left in their lightning bolts. Definitely gonna shock this in. Slippery Boggle. No Blood Moon one time. No Blood Moon one time. No Blood Moon one time. No Blood Moon. No Blood Moon. No Blood Moon. Yes! No Blood Moon. Nice. We're so good at this game. Maximize damage. Well, we don't want it to die, that's for sure. So we're going to do this. Then in case it does die, we're going to slap a ring core on it instead of an ethereal armor. And next turn we get to go Daybreak Coronet plus ethereal armor. That should seal the game up if there's no Blood Moon. Basically, Blood Moon beats us. Any other cards are like, okay, cool, thanks. Playing the game of Magic the Gathering. Deal. I'll trade 1 enchantment for your anger. I feed off of your anger. We'll enchant it. Enchant me once, shame on you. Enchant me twice, shame on me. Ho 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 ho. And that's the game, folks. Alrighty. So do we want to see another match with Boggles? Because the games are going to play out very similar to that. If we're playing against any sort of, like, slow opponent. What do you think, Epic Legend? Or my other lovely viewer in chat. Alternatively, we got a bunch of decks here. Got all these decks for Modern if you're wanting something else. I'll let chat decide. Mono green Charbelcher. Alright. Sounds like a plan. I will give you a quick deck tech and then we'll jump right in to games. So this deck has 7 lands. They are all forests. That's very important for this deck. It is trying to win as quickly as it can using the card Goblin Charbelcher. I'll move this preview window over here so you guys can see. Goblin Charbelcher says, it's a 4-mana artifact that you can pay 3, tap, activate it, reveal a card from the top of your library until you reveal a land card. Goblin Charbelcher deals damage equal to number of lands of non-land cards revealed this way to any target. If the revealed land card was a mountain, Goblin Charbelcher deals double the damage instead. Put the revealed cards on the bottom of your library in any order. Trying to use this to one-shot our opponent. We're going to get all 7 of our lands out of our deck onto the battlefield, slap this baby onto the battlefield, and pachoo one of our opponents. So let's run it into a match. Play. Here we go. Love to play first. Oh, wow, this hand is exceptional. Normally you're lucky to get 1 land. And in this case, we have 2. Wow, we're just so good. Already up to 3 lands out of our deck, and we're looking at another 2 more. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our 7 lands already virtually out of our deck. Need a couple turns to get all that done. Playing against Affinity. This looks like traditional Affinity. aka tiny robots, because there are no affinity cards in the affinity deck currently in Modern. Haze of Pollen will probably be good at some point, maybe, potentially. We'll name green because we are a mono green deck. And there's another land. We're ramping. Bow, bow. We're ramping here. Oh, and Soul Artifact. Okay. Hello. Taking a big chunk there. Not used to that kind of aggression. I just feel really attacked. And we whiff. Okay, we're gonna Haze of Pollen, probably. Especially if they put any more damage on the board. Oh yeah, we're hazing this. You always want to haze after after attacks are declared, just in case. For some reason they can use their untapped creatures. Wow. We're just so good at this game today. Jeez. Our land game today has just been absolutely insane. Probably gonna chump this Memnite, I'm gonna guess. Seaman Visions. Seaman Visions, everyone. Here you are. Oh yeah, look at that lovely artwork. Another Seaman Visions. Got it, opponent. Sorry about that, guys. Glimmer Void. Even though we're mono green, I don't actually think we have too much for this matchup. Mostly because we're a combo deck trying to go fast, and we're just hoping we go faster than them. If we draw, I don't know, if we draw something, we might not die. If we had Wormcoil instead of Mere Battlesphere, I'd be very comfortable. But that is not the case. Do 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 do. My top decks are better than yours. Do da do da. My top decks are better than yours, and you can't do anything. A Seaman Visions. 3 out of 4 Seaman Visions. The fourth? Nope, Thoughtcast. Deal. Another Memnite. Sure. We're at 8. Utopia Sprawl. Alright, get in some damage. They're at 5. Ornithopter. Do they have another Ensoul Artifact? I'll be very sad if they have another Ensoul Artifact. And they do, we're dead. Alright, cool. Alrighty, what's good against them? Probably Thragtusk. Seal of Primordium is good. Very good against them. What's bad? Your Battlesphere can come out. Autumn's Veil is bad. This is our main deck, Blue Hate. Alright, cool, run it like this. Had more than I thought we did for this matchup. Alright, so we have 1 green mana on our first turn and a forest. I can find us another forest. I can play Steve's. Okay. 1 green mana. Traverse the Ovenwald. Forest. Forest. I'm gonna actually stir Anciently. You whiff. Any order. That's the turn. We really wanted to hit there, because if we hit there, then we would probably be in decent shape for this game. Oh wow, so they're just all in on Insult Artifact. Alright. Good thing our hate card hits both the enchantment or the artifact. Whatever we want. We'll get him good. Get him. Get him, get him. Ooh. Really bad draw. That's fine. Hopefully we don't get insoled here. Okay, Vault Skirt. Ooh, this is a lot of damage. Coming real fast. Alright, we'll play out Steve. Okay, we'll play Utopia Sprawl and then we'll play Steve. Steve, go. Be able to block 2 points of damage. Thought cast. Solar Artifact? Thought cast. Land in Solar Artifact? Welding Jar. Alright. Oh. This is so much damage. Like this. Get a forest. Ugh. Alright. Steve number 2. Get ourselves up to 5 mana. Hopefully we stop drawing bricks and start drawing good cards. Great. It's great. Alright. I'm gonna have to fog here. I don't think this game is winnable at this point. Okay. Alright, F6 value. Oh. So, here we go. Getting hit for 0, because we're cool like that. Forest off the top. We're 1 short of casting this. Again, if this were a Wurmcoil Engine, way better. But I think we're just dead next turn, but we'll make them show it. We'll make them attack. Maybe they'll skip their attack step. They don't. Am I dead? Yeah. Cool. Oh, what's going on with Magic? Let's try that in another match, because that was fast, and that was a bad matchup for us. So, we'll try again. After this, we will consider changing decks again. Land, Traverse, Caravan, Vigil. Okay, yeah, yes. Keep. We're gonna Rampant Growth on turn 1, like the disgusting humans we are. Who doesn't like rampant growthing on turn 1? My favorite pastime, rampant growthing on 1 in Modern. Oh, man. What do you know? Playing 2 mana spells on turn 1 is actually good in Modern. Even in Modern, where it's like turn 4 and you're dead format. Our opponent is taking their time, still deciding whether or not they'd like to mulligan. Maybe they have a complicated hand, but I'd like to show my Chancellor of the Annex, sir. Sir, can I have an autograph? I'd like to show you this Chancellor. And we get to play first, and we have a Charbelcher. We actually might get to do it, ladies and gentlemen. This might be the hand if we draw a couple ramp pieces. We have 4 virtual lands out of our deck, which means we can at least cast our Charbelcher, which means we can eventually kill them, which is good. But we'll see. We'll see. Come on, opponent. I don't want to send them a message, but I also don't want to be rude. Please, opponent, don't be like double or triple queuing. This is such a good hand. Let me keep my good hand, please, opponent. Well, this is making for some awesome, awful content, so unfortunately we don't get to keep this awesome starting hand, because our opponent has decided that they don't actually want to play Magic, and they just want to sit there. Alright. Try again. Love to play first. Alright. Land, Stirrings. Alright, super sketchy, but I'll run it. Because it has a land. Unfortunately, with this deck, if it has a land, you have to keep the hand. Unless it does literally nothing. And we're a little bit lucky. Got our first land. We unfortunately would have liked some of those other cards, but that's fine. Opponent hopefully doesn't know what we're on. We really want to draw a spell that gets us into another land this next turn. If we can do that, we're probably set. Because of this Recross the Pass, and this is a beatable way to find land. Plus, then we'll be at 4 and we can start doing land ramp. Nice. Just like we drew it up. We're so smart and so amazing. So good this game. Alright. Faithless Looting, ditching Faithless Looting, Scavenging. I have no clue what our opponent's on. Green-red monsters, maybe? I don't know. Not even like a deck. Pentad Prism. Why would you play Pentad Prism? You're in red and green. What are you doing, opponent? Are you drunk? Alright. So we're not going to see this. So any order. Do we want to draw this forest next turn? I believe we do. Is it okay to lose the recross? Yes. Do we get to keep it anyway? Are we professionals? We are not professionals, but we did get the land, and we got another land for next turn, so we can slam this Thragtusk. No clue what our opponent is doing still, but Thragtusk's probably good. At the very least, it's a clock. Blood Moon. You got it, opponent. Don't worry. You got me. Good one. Thrag, daddy. Going up to 25. Alrighty, here we go. Here we go. Also, after this match with this deck, we're probably going to move on to another deck. If you'd like to suggest one in the comments, just leave a comment. More than happy to play it. Fight you. I believe this gets our last lands out of our deck here, which is nice. So next turn we just kill them. Summoning Trap. Deal. Emrakul. And that's the game. Alright. That's really obnoxious. Alright, so we got out comboed. There's nothing we can want to cut these buttons with. What do I want to cut them for? Another Thragtusk, maybe? 2 more Thragtusks? Yeah. Alright. We'll run it again. Really unfortunate. Following turn they were dead, but they got us. Got us. We'll run it back for our Eldritch Horror opponent. Playing first, like a professional, we drew 2 lands in our opener, so this hopefully will race them. No guarantees, but okay. So next turn we can recross the paths. Wow, another land. We're just so good at this game. What can I say? Recross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll put that on top. This guarantees our 7th land, so we're just gonna keep that. Do we shuffle? I think it's fine. I have plenty of mana next turn to both Rampant Growth and Recross. But we're just gonna do that. I guess our opponent saw no, they didn't even see the Nissus Pilgrimage. I don't know why they boarded in Relic, kept in Relic. Kuro Tribe Elder, except like the creature version of Rampant Growth. Wow. Recross the paths. 3, 4. Put on top. Doesn't really matter. Alright, get a recross. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Recross the path. Any order. Put this on top. Get a recross bath. 5. And traverse the Ovenwald for our last land. Got him. Alright, so next turn they're dead. If we live. Which is utterly insane. That just shows you the power of Recross the Paths right there. As well as good first couple of turns. This is kind of like the nuts for this deck, so I'm glad that we do get to show it off still. And then I'm going to shoot your opponent. Hey, didn't even force me to show it. We're just gonna run it back, because all we can really do. We have no counterplay to what our opponent's doing. Oh, 2 lands, keep. Keep. So I'm gonna go turn 1 search, and then turn 2 Utopia Sprawl enchant the other forest, because of the way our lands worked out. Mere Battlesphere is probably not gonna be enough, so hopefully we find a Charbelcher with this Ancient Stirrings. Hey! We're gonna twin. Here, watch this. I suspended a search. They suspended a search. We both are searching for tomorrow. Remember, if there's a deck that you would like, post it in chat. See what happens. Ooh, Charbelcher. Piece of candy. Piece o' candy. Piece o' candy. Oh, candy. A green. Alright. Ancient Stirrings. Whiff. That was unfortunate. Oh well, we tried. Next turn, we hopefully will get. Alright, you got me. Lightning bolt me. Lightning bolt me, daddy. Alright, their search comes down. That means next turn our search comes down. Means we should be very close to having all 7 of our boys. They are at 4 mana though, so we should watch that, because as soon as they get to 6, they can start making Emrakuls. Emrakul. Alright. Love to cast you search for tomorrow. Thank you. I have found a forest today. Nissa's Pilgrimage of 1, a 2, a 3. Went onto the battlefield. Alright. So next turn we can kill them. As long as they can't just like ritual into it at the end of like whenever, we should have them here. So I'm excited. 2 really good hands is what it took. Just got super duper lucky. Charbelcher you. Take this opponent. Any order. Ka-chunk. You for 20. Alright, that was fun. So, we are going to be moving to a different deck. if you guys would like to suggest a deck, here are the list of modern decks that I have. All the ones with the exclamation points I don't really have, because I either don't have all the cards or the deck's not legal. KCI, looking at you. But the rest of these I have and am willing to play. If you guys want me to switch formats to either Pauper or Legacy, I can do that too. Just drop it in a comment, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I'm going to do a quick deck tech on Death Shadow, and if there's no comments by the time I'm done giving the deck tech about what deck you guys want to watch, I'm just going to run this. So, Death Shadow, we are trying to basically abuse two payoffs. Our first is Death Shadow. It's a 1 mana 13/13, but it has a downside. Death Shadow gets -X, where X is your life total. So we're going to be dropping our life total with this deck. Our primary way of doing that is our fuckload of fetch lands that we have. That will be fetching shock lands. So there's that. And we also get the additional life loss from Dismember, Street Wraith, and Thoughtseize. When we're desperate, lightning bolting ourselves. And then our other win condition is Gurmag Angler. And we're trying to get as much stuff in our graveyard, and our fetch lands help with that. Our Mishra's Baubles help with that. Same with Serum Visions, Thought Scour. Our discard spells, Faithless Looting, which is a one-of. Finally, to protect our stuff, we got some Stubborn Dials, we got some Fatal Pushes for their stuff, some Lightning Bolts for their stuff, some Dismembers. And then Temur Battle Rages to finish them off in a pseudo combo kill. So let's bring it on to some gameplay. Alright, so what do we got here? We are trying to play Death Shadow. Run it! Cool, double discard. Yeah, great. You go Bloodstained Mire first. Alright. Kinda scary, but hopefully something that Thoughtseize. Got plenty of lands. I can grab whatever I want. Thoughtseize you. So, burn and burnish decks are usually pretty good against it. Let's get rid of stuck on one land, eh? Reckless Bush. Next turn, we'll probably get rid of the other one with our Inquisition. We should have Inquisition first. It was bad form of me, but at the same time, I also knew that they're playing red. They just went Mountain Legion Loyalist. So let's see if they draw the Mountain. Let's also pop this open. Got going on. Next turn, I think we're going to go Inquisition Lightning Bolt. Actually, maybe play Dish. Definitely inquisitioning though. Hold on. Any target. Actually, I don't want them to kill my Death Shadow. Let's see. Blood Crypt. Untap. Death Shadow. Alright. So this is where the crunch time comes in. We are playing against a very aggressive deck. Hopefully they will find a second land. They don't find land. Alright. Feels bad. Feels bad. Take 2. Also kind of bad. Alright. Draw. Spry. Alright. Serum Visions. Stubborn Denial is going to be good eventually. Which is nice. Do I want another Inquisition? Do I want to draw Inquisition of Kozilek next turn? Probably. Alright, Gurmag Angler, go. 1 mana 5/5. Pass the turn. So we don't have Stub up this turn, but we will next turn. Whiff on land one more time, please. For Daddy. And if any of you guys out there in chat would like to see a deck, just drop me a comment. Our mono red opponent has apparently a whole bunch to think about because they're playing mono red. Okay. Their cards are Legion Loyalist, Bushwhacker. They can only really cast one. Dropping Mountain for the. And we get to Inquisition that Goblin Bushwhacker right out of their hand. So I'm feeling pretty good for where we're at. Alright. Inquisition you. Goblin Bushwhacker. Go. Yeah, I'm gonna attack here. They want to trade all their stuff for my Angler, that's fine. I just have to get a clock on, otherwise I'm gonna get burnt out or something. 4. Alright, at 4, do they have a Goblin Grenade? They do not. Alright. Let's see what they got. Nothing good. That's scary. That leaves me dead to another land off the top of their library, right? No, they need 2 more lands. It'll push you, opponent. Got a Snapcaster Mage, that'd be really good. Got the stub instead. Fine. Okay. Demon Visions. A Death Shadow. A Yi. Put top. Top. Alright. Alright. Got our 11/11 here. Gonna give him the old poke. 5/5. Gives us 2 lethal attackers on the following turn, and as long as they don't go like, I don't know. I don't even know what gets us here. Bushwhacker. I'll deny that. This is a Surge Whacker we lose, but had to push. Do you have it, opponent? Nice. Alright, close game, close game. What do we want? Liliana the Last Hope's good. Alright. So we want Stubborn Denial. Alright, so how are we gonna make these? Gotta be fast. Thoughtseize. Cut a Street Wraith. Going to cut a Bobble. 1 more card to cut. Probably just another Bubble. Alright, we'll run it like this. See how this goes. I'm not sure if this is entirely correct, although I do know we want to be a more controlling deck in this matchup. We are not the beatdown. Alright, this is fine. We get another land in here somewhere. Maybe they'll go Goblin Guide and give us a land. It's your turn. Ping yourself, opponent. Ping yourself. So I'm gonna try and Thought Scour here instead of Serum Visionsing, as important. Because if we draw land, we can go Thought Scour and Gurmag Angler next turn, which is the nuts. Alright, Thought Scour. Found another antler. Okay. Wind off the top, please. Any land. Any land. Lightning Bolt is not a land. So here we're gonna go Serum Visions, try and dig for that land. Bottom. Okay. I think we have to discard here, right? Yep. Card down to hand set. Alright. Well, next turn, we're gonna probably go double removal spell. Oof. 4 damage. Alternative. Actually, we're gonna go fetch and then hold up removal spell. Fortunately, we're gonna fetch shock though. We need guaranteed red eventually. Bloody credits. Alright. 155. Thank you very much. Very, very, very much. Alright. Looks like our opponent is mana screwed again this game. Quite unfortunate for them, but very fortunate for us as they draw a land. Good. Good. Just what I wanted. What I wanted for Christmas was my opponent to play Magic. Alright. Bushwhacker? Question mark? Goblin Grenade. At my face. Rude. Rude. Yep. If they have it, they have it. Yeah. One more game. I think we're fine with our deck configuration the way it is. Maybe I should take out the Temur Battle Rages. Not really helping. Fine. Alright, Inquisition, our opponent on turn 1. Keep this. Eventually, the Death Shadow is going to be good because they're going to be attacking our life total. It's going to be very big. The biggest boy. Inquisition. Goblin Guide. Whacker. Firebrand. Alright. Huh. I'll take. Ugh. I'll take Reckless Bushwhacker. Three cards in our graveyard. Hopefully draw a land here. What's our top card? Tell me, opponent. Tell me. Alright. Awful draw. But Okay, play this. Not cracking it now. Our opponent drew a land like a professional. It's only fair. It's taken 4 here. Issues Bubble. Do I want to go down to 8 to play this Death Shadow? Probably. It's quite unfortunate that we don't have any spells to play here. I'm thinking if we were to play this, oh wow, we're just... This is the dream here. Shadow. Dish Shadow. I'd like to play 2 mana for 2 5/5s. Thank you. Yes, please. Oh, magic. Right when I thought that you couldn't get any sillier. What's our opponent up to? Another fanatical firebrand. Be keeping track of their hand. Attack me. Aww, that's no fun. Opponent didn't want to attack me. How rude. What a rude. Alright, let's see what our opponent's got going on. We're at least going to take a Bushwhacker away, which is going to be good. I'm going to get in 1 Shadow. Block it. You pansy shriek. They're probably going to block and then ping her face with a firebrand if I were them, or not. Wow. If we somehow survive this turn, we win the game, so that's why I made that attack there. Because we have these battle rages. Foundry Street Denizen. Okay. Not dead yet. I think that's lethal. Her opponent had it. I think. Absurd. Unfortunately, our opponent had 2 1-mana goblins. All right. So lost that match. So any of you guys out there, what would you like to play? I have a whole bunch of different modern decks. You can see that list of those modern decks right here. If you think one is cool, let me know and we'll start playing it. If you guys don't really feel that chatty this evening, I will pick up Mono Blue Tempo and do a quick deck tech for you guys and then play it for you. Also, if you guys would be so kind as to leave a comment as to the stream quality. I know I've been having some issues with some buffering and some lag and some stuttering, so if I have any of those issues, please leave a mention down in the comments. It's really greatly appreciated. Thank you very much, Epic Legends. Is there anything you want to watch play? Mono Blue Tempo. So, quick little deck tech. We have Curious Obsession. It is an enchantment aura. It's going on things, it's making things bigger. Gives our creatures, when they deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Also, there's some super interesting magic news that just broke, and you can hear it right here, right now. That magic news is the War of the Spark, the next expansion for Standard, is going to have 36 Planeswalker cards in it, and there's a guaranteed Planeswalker in every single pack. I mean, that sounds absolutely crazy and like a super awesome time. Like a Planeswalker guaranteed in every pack. I sign me up. You guys should discuss what you guys think of that in the comments. And feedback, suggestions, Mono Blue Tempo. All right. Feedback, how you guys are feeling about that guaranteed Planeswalker in every single standard pack. I think more than likely. Oh, this is Snapkeep. If we draw a third land, it's great. If we draw more spells, it's great. So land or spells is always a great place to be. Against mono red, not very good. In that case, so Mountain Go means I'm not going to play this Terramander this turn, and I'm going to wait next turn to play an island into Spell Pierce. Also, Tybalt just got confirmed for the set, so it's going to be a time. And yes, they do Epic Legend. They really desperately want people to buy packs. Heretic Ritual, deal. Damn it. Full Vapor snag that. No! They got a Gabo that they shouldn't have gotten, but that's fine. Alright, so we're gonna go Terramander into Spell Pierce up. And the next turn we will Curious Obsession with Spell Pierce up. Because we're good at Magic and we drew the Curious Obsession. There are only 18 lands in this deck, and I think that's super sweet. This really plays like a super tempo-y deck. It's like almost Delvery, but not quite. No. How about Spell Pierce? Spell Pierce. Phenomena. Do 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 do. Hit me, Gabo. Hit me, Gabo, one more time. I have a feeling this tempo plan is working out well against our opponent, who is stuck on 2 lands. As far as like Modern is concerned, I absolutely have no clue. It's probably gonna wreak havoc on Commander. Pew! Pause to read Curious Obsession. Another island. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Abrade opponent. Not very nice. Nothing we can do. Little Merfolk Trickster, their little Gabo. We drew a card, so that was still a 1-for-1. Not the end of the world. Not great for us, but we do have Tempest Djinn now. Ooh, and a 4th land. Alright. This deck is super cheap in paper. Not good. Gonna smoosh for 6 while I still can. Down to 8. And when our opponent plays a card next turn, we're gonna be sad. That's fine. Yep. Oh, this is really bad. No mainboard way of dealing with this, right? Mana Leak's good, I guess. Ooh, I can trade a. That's nice. It's never going to be able to attack because of the ensnaring bridge. That's funny. Mana leak this. Mana leak. Okay. Alright, so we get in here for another 2. No, we clicked past our second main phase. We should have played another thing. Also, thank you, Epic Legend. I honestly have no clue. It's likely gonna have an impact on standard, but like I don't know. I would like to do things. Are they just playing this Chalice for 0? Alright, let's see if we can squeak out this win, even though we messed up. What? Alright. Noxious. I have 1 card in hand. This is annoying. I don't know if we can get past this ensnaring bridge. Yep. Yep. I think they're dead. I think they're super dead. Terramander for the win. Terry boy. Doesn't matter. I'll attack you with a Terramander. How about that? Blocks. Alright, and then adapt. Pichu! Sick. Alright. That was a really tense game. Really close. Almost got shut out there. Let's see what we can do. Bribes are probably good. Help here. Actually, we probably don't want to. Things we are cutting. Paper snags are bad. But cut. Merfolk tricksters. Alright, we'll run it. I want some removal still in the deck. Dismember, but it's not like excellent. We're hopefully gonna just have a spell pierce for the turn 1, like do things. Oh man. Hey, we have a spell pierce. We have 2 spell pierces. I'm keeping this. Given what our opponent's doing, they hopefully won't do anything on turn 1. Nice. Nice. Oh, we're so good at this game. So good. Alright, and if they don't do anything next turn, we're just gonna opt. Rebel Master. Alright. Alright, so from here, not entirely sure what we do. We're on a very fast clock now. Nothing but... Alright. If they do anything in their main phase, we're gonna Merfolk Trickster them. We're gonna eat a Goblin. Just lied. A mana leak. I take 4. Chinny chin chin. All of our counter magic is being drawn. I'll Spell Pierce that. Now, Merfolk Trickster, your Rebel Master. Tap your boy. This does a couple things. One, it stops this from attacking this turn. It also stops creating a token this turn. I'm just trying to stem the bleeding here. Hopefully these negates are good. They're not just running more Rebel Masters into our face. Play a non-creature spell. Non-creature spell. One time. Non-creature spell. Yep. Kill your thing. I have protection for it. Negate you. Alright, try again. Alright. Attacking for 1. Hold up, negate, and Spell Pierce again. I do not think that this is going to bring it all the way home, but we're certainly going to try. What we got going on? Hazoret. Not negatable or Spell Pierceable. Alright. Sideboarding. Here we go. Yeah, we'll just run it back. I don't think that this is a great matchup for us. We Coolio. All right. I'd love to play. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Mana Leak on turn 2. They don't turn 1 us. This is Friggin' Mausoleum Wanderer. Um, that's the turn. Alright. Sorry about that. Alrighty. Gonna get in for Ohandamosh. They had 2 mana on the first turn. They did not do anything with it. It means this turn they're gonna play something, probably, if they kept this hand. Resolves. Mana Leak. Alright. Yeah. Charmander. Please go. Hopefully they don't call my bluff. We do have the countering of instants and sorceries at 1. For 1 sacrificed Mausoleum Wanderer here. Which probably won't do much, but it might do something. Basically a 4 spike. Probably what stopped them the previous turn from doing stuff. That's unfortunate. They're gonna name Terramander. Come on, Sorcerer Spyglass opponent. Yep. Opt. Island is fine. Player Tempest. They know what we have in hand, so no point in trying to hide what we have in hand. Don't think Tempest dies in anything deck, so just gonna try and race. 6 damage on board, basically. Alright, what do we got from our opponent? Ritual. Tearing Bridge. Alright. Well. Curious Obsession. So we probably won't be able to attack again with our Curiously Obsessed Terramander. But, gotta try. A negates a good draw. Terramander for pressure. Alright, cool, here we go. Tempest Jin. Goodbye, Slagstorm. We get in for 4 here and get to draw a card. It's gonna feel real good. Oh. Oh, we're not gonna. Still getting in for 2, though. What's important. What's important. Isn't Magic the Gathering fun, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't it just the funnest? Alright, Tempest Jin. Is my army of 1/1s really gonna do it here? I'll be sad if my army of flying 1/1s is gonna be what gets this ensnaring bridge player. So they're gonna be down to 1 card in hand. So literally the next time they draw a land, they're basically golden. We know because they missed their land drop last turn. Ensnaring bridge number 2. Spell Pierce. Alice of the Void. Okay, accept. Mausoleum Wanderer. Okay. Alright. Shuts off. Dudes. This is excellent content here. Try a little bit. Don't want that. Spell Pierce. Alright. We'll run it. We'll see what happens. Spell Pierce. We just keep drawing Spell Pierces. We are behind on cards in library, so stalemating will not eventually be our favor. Yeah. All right. So, if any of you guys have a deck that you guys want to see, please leave a comment in the chat as to what you would like to see. If there's not any comment in the next couple of minutes, I'm probably gonna pack it up for the evening. Yeah. So pick the last deck of the evening, or we can just call it a little bit early. You guys go ahead. Let me know what you want. Alright, we got a request for Death's Shadow. Cool. So, got Death's Shadow. Y'all know what it does. I played in the last match of the evening. Death's Shadow coming up here. We have one more match this evening, and it will be Death Shadow, unless, of course, there's a massive influx of people and they demand more. I'm always one for the people. This is a keep. Turn one Thoughtseize hand. I would love to Thoughtseize you. Give me your thoughts. Oh no. Ooh. Well, we can eventually just stubborn deny others. We're gonna take their search. After draw search for tomorrow off the top, I'll be sad, but that's okay. Oh, life good. Alright, we're gonna draw a card with Serum Visions. Thoughtseize, nice. Huh. Also, okay. So we're gonna shock in this Blood Crypt. Thoughtseize our opponent. Next turn, we get to place a nice, meaty Death Shadow. Backup. What do we want to take? I guess Scapeshift. Okay. Opponent corrects their wooded foothills. Their footed hills are so woody. Mountain. Then play Steve. Wow. I'm so smarticle. I knew what they were going to do before they did it. Yeah. We're doing this. 1/2/2 Death Shadow. That can be a 5/5 or more at instant speed. I believe we're down to one red source. Kurt Drabelder. Another Watery Grave, right? Got him. Got him. Now we get to hold up Snapcaster Stubborn Denial this next turn. Wow, we're just so good at Magic the Gathering. Get another 3 points. I think I'm pretty safe to get 3 points of damage in with this. This also makes this attack lethal next turn. So let's go in for 8. Have you at 9. Have Lightning Bolt in hand. Have Snapcaster Mage with Stubborn Denial, and I can play the Lightning Bolt. Steve. Teamer Battle Rage. Teamer Battle Rage for the win. Not Teamer Battle Rage, but I do get to win the game anyway. Alright, cool. Kill. And that's the game. Cool. And we are playing against Scapeshift. Just completely picked apart there. Things we don't want. Don't want our Fatal Pushes. Lightning Bolts, even though they were good there. Do want for Denial. Painful. I'll add back 2 bolts and a Snapcaster. Alright, run it like that. Alrighty, so these will be the last 2 games of tonight. Oh. Tough. Don't know what this hand does, but I like it. Plays an early Death Shadow is what it does. Nice. Nice turn 1 play, opponent. Oh, wow. Alright, cool. Thought sees you. Take that. Thank you guys for hanging out so much and for so long. Sorry for being muted there for the last little bit, having to deal with some stiff. Anyway, thank you guys again for hanging out. I will be here next week. After that will be spring break, so there will probably be a whole bunch of streams all week long. Hopefully you guys will join in, hang out, have a good time. Hope to see you guys soon.